до второго я уеду в Комарова, поглядеть отвыкшим глазом на Балтийскую волну, и на море буду разом кораблем и водолазом, сам себя найду в пучине, если часом затону. На недельку до второго я уеду в Комарова, сам себя найду в пучине, если часом затону. Второго я уеду в Комарова, где качается на дюнах Шереметьевский баркас, и у вас в карельских скалах на общественных началах, если только захотите, будет личный водолаз. На недельку до второго я уеду в Комарова, и у вас в карельских скалах будет личный водолаз. На недельку до второго я уеду в Комарова, на воскресной электричке к вам на краешек земли. Водолазы ищут клады, только кладов мне не надо. Я за то, чтобы в синем море не тонули корабли. На недельку до второго я уеду в Комарова, я за то, что в синем море не тонули корабли. На недельку до второго я уеду в Комарова, я за то, что в синем море не тонули корабли.
Happy Friday night and, well, excuse you. Happy Friday night and welcome to the Chillstream. My name is Axolotl Andy, and our big boss Funkshire could not be around tonight. Sad to say, he was just not available. But it's alright, we got a couple good, honest boys in the house, ready to keep you calm, ready to keep you company in these cold holiday nights. Let's tune into the boys.
Like the 70s a couple weeks ago, and it's a little big for me. I got to get it taken in just a little bit.
Yeah.
Excuse you?
By the
But,
way, we're here.
Oh, hi.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's
Oh, we
going
were
on?
talking about Kibble's new woolen coat.
I have a wool coat.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, and it's 100% wool, right? And
Baja Black Sheep. Give me a
Bob, it's so nice. But it's a little big, so I'm going to try to find a tailor to get it brought in, just a hair. But it is so soft and so warm, and I'm kind of upset that it doesn't fit just right. But
Nah, I know what you mean, dude. Like, I've had a good trench coat before that I really liked, but the shoulders were a little tight. I didn't really like that.
That's the worst.
Yeah, and it sucked because I couldn't really get it edited or like tailored whenever I bought it because it was from Burlington. If I had got it at Fazio's, I guarantee you he would have tailored it on the spot because the dude's done it for me before when I bought some suits there.
Mm-hmm.
He's been like, hey, take those pants off. We've got a girl with a machine right over here ready to go. She is bored looking for something to do. Like immediate tailoring. It's great.
Dude, that's how you do it, man. You know.
And dude, you know what the best part about his store used to be? 2 suits, $100. He would honor that for years, dude, because that was a deal he started in the 90s. He kept that up until like 2012.
He kept it up until he literally was losing money.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. Good dude.
It's good.
Rock is awesome. Sorry, good.
I love finding little mom and pop businesses like that and supporting them.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and that's, we were actually talking about it the other day, sriracha, you know, the rooster sauce.
Yeah.
The dude
guy
made
that
such, yeah, the dude made such a superior product and charged just enough to like make some money on it, like not profit, just some money.
Couple dollar dues, yeah.
Yeah,
enough to justify making it so that he could still not lose money on it. It wasn't enough
Yeah.
to really put money in his pocket. It was enough to like pay for itself to be made.
and it
If
was
he made
such,
anything on it, it was like chump change, you know?
but a victim of his own success. And I still, he's still making it. He's still making money. He's still successful. It's
He
just,
ain't the one putting that stuff on eBay for $200 a bottle or whatever.
it's there's a local place here, a little barbershop that I go to. Like it's the only place that I go to get my hair cut because they know how to cut hair.
Yeah.
And this is a little high for like everywhere else, but for Seattle, it's dirt cheap. $25.
Nice.
$25 for a haircut. You can't go to Great Clips and get a haircut for under 20 or under $30 around here.
Homeboy, I can get one for 10.
$25 is Seattle's $10, and it really sucks.
Yeah,
But
I can swing one for 10 around here, but like
they-
the girls don't know what a basic shelf cut is.
Yeah, no, these girls know what they're doing. They do the straight blade on your neck. They get everything trimmed up, lined up. They do the hot towel treatment with tea tree oil and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
They do the neck massage, the head massage. I'm in there for a good 45 minutes, and I leave feeling relaxed.
Nah, like, God, I really wish I could get me a good straight razor. But every time I look into them, I see the price and I go, nope.
No,
not
yeah,
enough
like
to justify it.
Yeah, that's the thing, and I
Because a good straight razor will last you forever if you have
a strap
what
and
is it? A strap,
friggin-
yeah. Yeah, if you can sit there and sharpen that sucker up and keep the blade nice and clean and oiled and everything so that it doesn't like rust, yeah, no, they'll just last forever. They'll outlive you. But man, that price. A good real one's like $70.
Woo! I mean, well, $70 for something that's gonna last your whole life. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well, that's like
That's just the razor. That's not counting the strop or anything else like that.
yeah.
The
No,
what?
back to the you're 100%. And I've started to realize this. Like a lot of the clothes I buy, even the nicer clothes, they last me maybe a year, maybe two. This coat is from the 70s.
Woo!
Yeah, I think it's
And
gonna
it
last
looks-
you a while, boss.
Dude, it looks like brand spank new,
It very well might be. It may have just sit in somebody's closet the whole time.
It's definitely been worn. You can tell it's been worn. But,
okay. Oh, good
I'm
quality
just-
then.
Yeah, it's Woolworth. And
that would explain it.
yeah. So I was curious. I got online and I was like, what are these going for? I picked it up for like $90. No, 70.
Hmm.
It was $70, something like that. And I was like,
Hey,
it's a little.
like $70 for a razor's a lot that'll last like longer than you will, but $70 for a jacket's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. And even then, it was like used a bit shop, and I was like, it's a little hot. Whatever. It's a nice coat.
It's a little high, but still not bad.
Do you know how much Woolworth sells their new coats for?
About $300.
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
300.
Put a zero on the end of that.
Are you kidding me? No way.
I am not kidding
It's
you.
a fucking coat.
It's like virgin wool, alpaca, lambskin, whatever you want to call it. It's
Sheared
quality stuff.
Mongolian goat cashmere.
yeah. But
Corn-fed goat cashmere. Okay.
No, sheared Mongolian goat is actually a grade of cashmere.
Ah.
I do trust the Mongolians. They make horse milk.
And hamburger meat.
I still want Andy. I think you and I should still go halvesies on some horse milk.
I'm not okay with the horse milk.
My poor
Okay.
girlfriend is looking at me like I'm freaking insane right now.
Okay, so the
Hun,
horse milk
I'm
is
gonna get
one thing.
Horse milk.
But what about donkey cheese?
I'm not okay
Donkey
with
cheese.
either of those things.
Bro, I will straight up go in on some donkey cheese.
Donkey cheese sounds
Donkey
like a
cheese.
euphemism for that shit underneath your nuts after you've been sleeping for too long and all warm day.
No, you're thinking of dingleberries, bro. You're thinking of
that's a-
Fremunda cheese. That's the butter. The nut butter. You don't want the butter. What you want is poulet.
Okay.
You know about poulet?
No.
Poulet is a type of cheese that is made from Balkan donkey milk. However, this specific breed of donkeys that you have to use to make poulet in the first place, they're borderline extinct. Like, they're super, super endangered. So, yeah, just endangered donkey milk, and donkeys, on average, produce about 16th, I think it was, or like a 12th of the milk that a fucking cow does on average.
That sounds about right, yeah, because they're not really bred for it.
Exactly. So, yeah, extremely hard to get enough of it to make a pound of cheese. That's why this shit's like $500 a fucking, what is it, like I want to say a pound or a quarter pound? But yeah, like ridiculously over fucking priced cheese. Crazy ass. Or maybe for a couple of ounces.
I'm
Then they
currently
got-
trying to. How do I mute?
1 second.
How do I mute?
Perfect.
How do I mute YouTube?
You should be able to click a button in the bottom left of the video player. Like there's the
Yeah.
speaker, just click that. And then like any other thing you'll just be able to what's it called? Whenever
Yeah,
you
I'm
go
on
to
my
another
I'm on my iPad.
Oh, I want to be able to tell you then.
Couldn't tell you, bro. Pause the video. We're back out of it. Best I can tell you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not watch Andy play Minecraft.
It's all right.
Jesus, that joke. That fucking joke.
Sorry, my Minecraft is not for everyone. It is a struggling game.
I actually did like Minecraft. Minecraft is great. You know, it's virtual Legos.
I've heard you say that line like 50 times in the last 3 days. Not the last 3 days, but recently. Oh, God.
How's that going, by the way,
How
buddy?
is that going? The audio mixing for the newest
Yeah,
video.
how is that going?
All right, so
How's it going, Andy? I'm excited to know.
how's it going? The audio mixing for it is just about done. I need one line from Menthol to stitch it all together. And other than that, we should be copacetic.
All you need is me going, in a world.
Something like that. There's a couple elements in the video that don't flow as nicely because just of how the conversation ran, and that's okay. It's okay for things to happen like that. So we just need a couple stage transition pieces. That's all. I already did one myself that fit in pretty nicely. I was very happy with the intonation and the balancing.
Just remember, if I say anything stupid, throw a block over my voice and just throw an MS Sam.
I
mean-
actually did do it. Had to happen for one scene twice, and it makes it funnier. It makes it so much funnier.
All I can do to get anyone hyped for the video is just tell you there is a point where I have a fantastic line delivery of one of the most grotesque lines I've ever had to deliver. In context, of course. The actual word itself is not that bad.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember. Are we talking about the same thing I think you're talking about?
Talking about the highlight that you put out the other day in Stream
Oh,
Visuals.
okay. Yeah, the highlight I put out. Yeah, that one was funny.
Yeah, the one where I mentioned the anal rig.
The anal rig. Oh my god.
I am horrified. Horrified,
I'm actually gonna put Kibbles in front
but
of me.
aroused.
Give me a second. I'm gonna put Kibbles in front of me. Kibbles, say some
Yeah.
shit.
Of course, I'm saying some shit. Come
There
on,
you go,
man.
perfect,
Come
yeah.
on. You know me. You know me. I'm talking.
Me and Menthol are too wide, and my hand keeps covering your cute little muzzle. So I'm just like, I don't want to cover up Kibbles. He's got to be free. Let Kibbles be
Just
free.
smacking Kibbles in the nose every time he talks.
Yeah, exactly. Learn your place.
You can always go back. You can always go back to my other avatar.
I didn't put a hat on the other one, and this is supposed to be
Okay,
the
fair.
holiday chill stream.
It's
featuring
holiday.
Minecraft.
It is the holidays.
And speaking of holidays,
Yep.
my poor brother had the worst friggin' birthday.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What happened?
So his dog had some fluid around his lungs, and they're still trying to figure out why. I'm actually going to text him right now. I'm going to see what the vet said.
Funny you say that because I woke up and you hit us with that news. They're like, yeah, my brother's dog has fluid around his lungs. He's got an abscess or something. And then another server, one of my friends, Wolfie, he goes, yeah, I had to go to the hospital. I have an abscess. And I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
The lungs, man. Lungs are overrated.
His
So,
was on his arm.
Bro, I'm telling you, as soon as I get a chance, robotic lungs, I'm in it. In it to win it, bro.
I would take robotic lungs. But as long as they're quiet, you know, they gotta be quiet.
No, even if they're doing the big Darth Vader.
I just imagine robotic lungs have a constant like computer fan sound.
Yeah.
I mean, you just always have white noise.
Yeah.
Okay, can I still smoke weed with my robotic lungs? This is very important to me.
Would you be able to get the effects of THC under?
I mean, if you're able to exchange oxygen into your blood for the lungs to work in the first place, it seems like that should work.
Okay, that makes... All right, I didn't consider that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm on vacation.
I am off vacation
fucking
starting
bueno,
tomorrow,
Gillis.
but then I'm back on vacation. Basically, we just have a crap for our routes this month because nobody used their vacation days. Apparently, I wasn't an off case. They were just bad about using them, so not a lot of technicians working this month. So I gotta.
I have some edibles left over.
Kibbles, did you see my new poster I've acquired?
I did not.
Let me do this in stream visuals. I think you'll get a kick out of this.
In case you're wondering, boys, I had a terrible start in Minecraft.
Oh no.
I didn't get anything that I wanted. I started in like a warm biome without any trees, so I had to go on an excursion to a jungle, which is the worst biome because it's just dense. And jungle wood is kind of ugly.
But bro, you can find like watermelons and emeralds and I don't know, a fucking ender dragon or whatever the hell.
How did you know that I could find watermelons? What the hell?
Hey, maybe, I just saw them pop up on screen, bro.
Andy.
Yeah.
Maybe you can find a lady bear.
You can find panda bears out here.
No, a lady bear.
Yeah, but the funny thing about Minecraft, they have an accurate depiction of panda bear. What's it called? You can't multiply panda bears.
They don't fuck.
No, but Andy. The lady bear.
I'm saying you can find a lady bear.
Oh, lady bear, yes. Learn the language of the bears, then breed with their women.
Never mind.
No, he knows. He's just not
acknowledging
it.
I know.
He's being intentionally obtuse.
Wait. What do you mean about lady? I actually don't know what you mean by lady bear.
We're talking about the thing from the Minecraft video you're working on.
Oh, right. Oh, my gosh. I completely forgot.
Trying to build hype, bro. This is how you build interest.
See, that's the thing. Like, a lot of it is just sort of like super normal to me. So the fact that she's a bear doesn't faze me. She's just sort of like, it's just a character.
It should.
It should. All right. Well,
I don't know if it should phase you so much as it should be a key defining characteristic.
Yeah.
She's just sort of a chick. Not really much else to it, from my perspective, at the very least. And I think that's progressive.
I mean, it's true when everything's a block, you can kind of, confuse one with the other.
That's fair. It's just
that's understandable, bro.
Yeah.
You just got some brown skin, I guess,
There ain't really no big deal that they all look like, fucking minifigs from Lego.
But yeah, so yesterday was actually my brother's birthday, and he spent like 9 hours at the emergency vet.
That sucks.
They drained. You know what?
What's
his dog's name? His Yeti.
Yeti. I hope you get to feeling better, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas, buddy.
Me too. But they drained 2,800 milliliters of fluid from around his lungs.
That sounds like a healthy amount of fluid. Is that a healthy amount
of
fluid?
Fucking
amount. That's almost a gallon.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So, and they don't think it's cancer. They don't think it's They're trying to figure out what it is.
That sounds more like a really, really bad infection or something that just got uncontrolled.
Yeah. See, that's what they were thinking, but the fluid it wasn't pus. It wasn't anything. It was clear. It was clear fluid. It was like...
Then that may be a heart condition.
Yeah. Well, he's got hyperthyroidism. And he's on medicine for that. And I'm thinking, I'm not a vet, I'm thinking it might be related. But
I'm not a vet either, but I'm using what I know about human biology to like apply it.
Yeah, I know a bit about human biology just because of my job, but don't know a whole lot about dog biology.
Canine biology is not terribly distinct. I mean, we're all carbon-based life forms that eat, breathe, and shit.
It's true, but I can eat chocolate, and I just ate one. I just ate a special
but that's
chocolate.
more of a renal failure thing. That's not really like a fucking heart thing. A heart's made out of muscle. There's not really a whole lot of negotiation on that one,
Thank you. Yeah.
That's why you don't really hear about people getting heart cancer. You can get cancer every goddamn where else, but you can't get it in your heart.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, you just get heart failure, heart disease.
Exactly.
Yeah.
AFib, VFib.
Yeah. Tell me about that AFib, bro.
It's a bitch.
Tell me about that VFib, bro. That shit that I was going through a while back.
Oh,
Had to
boys.
get my whole fucking heart restarted.
Wait, hold up. Time out. Gentlemen. There, in the distance. There he is. Do you see?
Beat that duck.
No, coming in. No, okay. No, there he is. It's him coming in through the light, through the mist. It's the one. It's the only. It's Prowler. Hey, Prowler.
It's Prowler. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Hey,
Prowler.
Proust.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Prowler has come. Prowler has come.
How's it going, dude?
Hope he's doing all right.
Also, we forgot to give a shout out to My Agony is Ceaseless.
My agony is ceaseless. Been here since the start of the stream. Hello. With
Always a lawyer supporter.
Agony always comes out to the streams. I see Agony at everything that we do. I very much appreciate it,
Always.
Agony. Coming around, skulking, causing all kinds of mayhem, getting into trouble.
Skulking and prowling.
I thought, what are you doing for Christmas this year? Anything special?
A whole bunch of nothing. Eating Chinese food.
I had Chinese food last year for Christmas. I thought it was going to be
It's
depressing.
pretty groovy.
It was pretty groovy, I gotta admit.
Yeah. Being able to tap into another person's culture and be like, yo, man, can I borrow some of that real quick? Because I ain't really got shit going on today.
Yeah, that was pretty nutty.
Yeah, great.
Just fucking snarking down. That's when we watched Tokyo Godfathers 2. We'll get into that in a second, but yeah, I remember distinctively. I had this like packages of like freaking dumplings and crab rangoon because I don't actually like Chinese food.
I had peanut butter chicken and crab rangoon.
I don't actually like Chinese food all that much, noodles and stuff, but their appetizers and their deep fried stuff is freaking legendary. I can't get enough of it. And I'm
Let's be real. Crab rangoon most of the time doesn't even have crab in it.
I don't care.
But what it does have is all good. It's got cream cheese. It's got green onions. It's got fucking oil. It's got wonton wrappers.
Yeah,
it's got fucking surimi, which is just like a Pollock chicken nugget.
It's just good. It's good. Take Pagan Min's advice. Try the crab rangoon.
Shit's amazing. And if you can get it made right with the panko batter in your area, peanut butter chicken's usually really good too. Peanut butter chicken's fucking amazing. Like I thought that was going to be kind of a monstrosity when I first tried it. No, that shit is divine.
Divine.
No, peanut butter goes with a lot of stuff you don't think it should go with.
Well, that's the thing. Peanut butter's already got a lot of savory notes to it, especially when it's made right. But like, you get that good sweet and that good savory combo going, and then you notice, oh wait, while I'm sitting here chewing on this peanut butter and this is all, melting over my tongue and the flavors are soaking in, there's that undertone of chicken that just comes through. Like you can taste the grease mixing in with the peanut oil. It's fucking amazing. So good. The thing I wish I could get back the most though, whenever I was with one of my exes, we used to eat Chinese food all the time at this place called New China right down the road. used to fuck it up all the time. And I'm talking like all the time, like 3 times a week. Her family would go out to eat there and take us there.
God damn.
I ate more Chinese food that year than I've ever seen in my fucking life. So while we were down there was these little like thumb-sized egg roll things that they had. And it was just called seafood roll on the buffet. And the only thing I can really think to describe it as is imagine if you took like shredded chicken and brown sugar and put it in a blender, right? And made like a paste out of it. Then you smeared that on the inside of the wrapper, rolled it around a piece of crab meat, and then deep fried it.
You have my attention.
And it's just like a bunch of thumb-sized egg rolls like that. Man, I used to fuck up a plate of those things every time we went. I could not get enough of them bastards. And then, ever since I moved out of Hot Springs, I can't find them anywhere. I legitimately don't know what the fuck those things were. But they were so good.
It's like that Principal Skinner story where it's like when I was captured in Vietnam, it was filled a mild stew. Never find a place to get the spices right.
Never could get it right.
Get the spices right.
Yeah, what are y'all doing for Christmas, boys?
It's gonna be kind of low key. Gonna go hang out with my brother and his girlfriend. Gonna take my girlfriend, dogs, you know. Have your typical Christmas dinner, but you know, we're not really with family or anything, and I don't have a whole lot of. There's nothing to do around here.
So what you're saying is you're gonna go home and get stoned.
Killers are gonna go home and get stoned.
I'm home right now, and I'm working on it.
On Christmas, though, that's the important part.
Yeah.
How holly and jolly are you gonna get, man?
I mean, I know you're gonna be hitting the eggnog, right?
Man,
you got to be fucking up the nog, bro. Get you that Pennsylvania Dutch pre-blended.
The nog is the law, my man.
I'm not really the eggnog guy. My girlfriend loves eggnog. I am not an eggnog person.
No, your girlfriend got good fucking taste. Tell her to pick up a thing of Pennsylvania Dutch.
Honey, I have been told to tell you to find Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog.
It's a pre-blended one that you can get in liquor stores.
It's pre-blended. Amazing. It's in liquor stores.
Liquor stores.
It's amazing, apparently.
Amazing.
Yeah, dude, I put down a fifth of it one year hanging in the call with y'all.
My buddy put down a fifth of it. That's a lot of dairy, dude.
Yes, it is. It is
so
a concerning amount
That's a
of dairy.
lot of. That is a concerning amount of dairy, indeed.
My stomach's just starting to turn hearing about it. So
I got the liquid shits just thinking about it. Okay.
No, dude, I am the cheese fiend. I am the one that just drinks a fucking can of nacho cheese and doesn't even flinch. I can eat an entire can of squeezed cheese.
There he is.
You are built different, Menthol, I swear.
I am. That's why I joke all the time about like people having stomachs made of plastic and lace. Because like, man, I don't know about y'all, but like, aside from the acid reflux getting me pretty bad, if I got my medicine for that shit, I can go nuts.
Speaking of cheese fiends,
go on.
The cat must eat.
You're doing pizza for
this
Christmas?
Little dude.
I do. What's it called? Yep.
This little dude loves mozzarella cheese.
Oh, Killdozer.
Yeah.
Dude, my cat loves cheese too. He goes nuts for it every time I have some out. That and butter, weirdly enough.
Butter is nothing
really
but fat, so I get it, you know?
He's all about that fucking butter, man. Like, you cannot have a piece of toast around him. Because he'll get all up in your shit and lick the butter off of it.
Really?
Prowler says he might do pizza. I do pizza the night before. That's what I do pizza.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get pizza down here on Christmas, man. Everybody's kind of closed up around then.
Even on Christmas Eve, it was the biggest night of the year when I was working at the pizza place, next to Halloween, and the election, and
Christmas
McGregor versus
Eve?
Mayweather.
Up to a certain point, because they all close early on Christmas Eve, but they are open during most of the daytime hours.
We had a rule: if AJ's was open, we were open. AJ's was open all day.
Yup.
We weren't about to get beat out by freaking AJ. Mo wouldn't allow that.
Fucking AJ.
Fucking AJ.
Fucking
Right.
AJ, man.
I'm gonna remind me to tell my car oil change story in a hot one, because I'm gonna talk about what I'm doing for Christmas. And some other shit I've done for Christmas and shit. This year, what's it called? We're doing gifts at my mom's place, and I gotta drive fucking an hour up north to go see my father's family. And then I have to drive an hour back down to sleep. But I have the next day off, so that's nice.
Oh.
It's been
You're gonna go out there and be like, oh, papa.
Yeah. I haven't seen him in a hot minute. I don't think he's coming, actually, but whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. So we do this thing called the white elephant thing from the Office or whatever, Ski, yeah?
Oh, White Elephant's great, dude. I do that.
White Elephant
Yeah.
is not from The Office.
It's not, yeah, there's a scene in The Office they do the white elephant, and
That's not where it originated, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a thing.
fair,
Dude.
but
It's
it is
been a thing.
alright, whatever, Ski. So we do a white elephant every single year, you know, and they've always got a theme to them. And this year it's I'm always what's it called when you're on the run about to head out the door on something. What's something you always need to grab before you leave? So I think to myself, you know, I could be basic. I could get like, you know, a Wawa gift card or something. That makes sense. You know, that signifies I gotta grab a Wawa sandwich or whatever, Ski. Well, the actual play for that is to get a Wawa sandwich and wrap that in Christmas wrap.
Correct.
And put the gift card in there. That's how you make the gift card work. Otherwise, I am huge anti-gift card.
No. I wouldn't even do the gift card.
I would.
That's
do
not the
gift
point of a
card.
white elephant gift, because a white elephant is purely to be a gag gift that's useless.
Is it? Huh?
Yeah.
Huh. That's
Okay,
fair.
so like the origin of the white elephant gift story, a little bit of history time real quick.
Let's hit with the history.
It is a bit from India where, or no, sorry, not India. Fucking, what was it? Was it Siam?
It might be India.
Whenever-
Yeah,
I feel like
Yeah,
I
it
remember
was.
hints
It
of
was.
this.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Siam, wasn't it?
I do believe it's Siam or Thailand.
Yeah, it was, maybe in Thailand, yeah. But it was somewhere over in that area. Like, they had a bit where the king, if he really wanted to fuck your day up, like, super hard, he would gift you a white elephant. Elephants were protected in that culture at the time. Like,
They
very highly
still
so.
are.
You literally had to go homeless feeding this thing. You could not let the elephant go hungry. You
Nope.
had to take care of it.
Also, it's
Or-
a gift. It's a gift from a noble. Like, you gonna disrespect the local noble? You fucking kidding me?
Exactly, that was the other end of it. Or you disrespect the king's gift and tell him, no, I don't want it. And then he just kills you for that. So one way or the other, he's gonna get you. And the white elephant gift evolved from that into, hey, I'm going to give you something that's kind of useless. So, like, the idea originated from the old white elephant thing into, they used to actually have giant ivory white elephants that you could give people as part of the tradition.
Huh.
And they're just fucking useless. Like, it would just be a big ceramic elephant that was painted ivory white. And yeah, can't do shit with it. Here you go. It's just a decoration for your house now.
I might not be doing it right then, because we always try to do something that's like, it's at least
No,
just
you're doing a
halfway.
themed gift thing.
We
yeah.
try to do like a halfway decent gift, you know?
Yeah, the idea of the white elephant gift is like you get somebody giant inflatable pajamas or something.
They see like
Just fucking useless shit, you
or
know?
like edible mealworms. I saw that in an episode of Game
Yeah,
Grumps yesterday.
something like that.
See, the thing is that like crazy Uncle Steve is gonna be like, I want those edible mealworms.
Yeah, the old white elephant thing was fucking cruel as shit. Like, modern white elephant, just kind of a fun game, you know?
It is a fun game. As a local champion of Christmas, I take gift giving very seriously. What did I
Tell
get
you what,
this year?
I used
Yeah.
to have some shitty relatives that we always give away like fucking terrible gifts where they would like intentionally buy you clothes that didn't fit if they didn't like you. Like that kind of mean ass shit.
Yeah.
Or like they would get you like for example, one year, you know what I got as a gift? I got a fucking shaving kit.
Oh yeah, wait, you don't grow a beard.
Exactly. I can barely grow one at 30. So like I certainly didn't have no need for one at 15.
That's so foobard.
Yeah. But they would do shit like that. But the one thing that they would do every year that was pretty cool that I remember, they always had this thing called a goodie box that they would get everyone in the family. And the goodie box you couldn't really fuck up. Because that one was full of like shit that you liked as far as like just little snacks and munchies and shit goes. So I'd always get like pepperoni pizza combos, like peanut butter crunch, fucking ravioli and shit like that, you know? Just stuff that I would actually do something with. And I always thought that was kind of a neat thing to do for like Christmas, you know? Give them the goodie box.
Yeah, get them like a
Hit them with a bunch of shit you know they like.
That's like, I think that's what a stocking ought be. Like
Yeah.
an adult stocking, yeah.
Exactly.
Shit with like, here's your favorite piece of candy. Like somebody who actually does like grow facial hair.
That was what I
Here's,
used to
like,
get was cream savers, yeah.
Here's like a $5 fucking beard shampoo thing. Try it out, see if you like it. Here's a link to the website, all that jazz.
Here's a coupon for Manscaped or some shit, you know?
If this is like 2007, here's an iTunes gift card. Like, put a gift card in that as a stocking stuffer. Don't be like someone's Christmas gift a fucking gift card. I can't get over the fucking gift cards because my brother... Does my brother do gift cards? No, B-Max does not do gift cards. I know some people who still do gift cards unashamedly, and I
understand the
I want to
appeal
put them
of a
to the
gift
sword,
card.
quite frankly.
I understand the appeal of a gift card, but honestly, I would implore anyone listening, do not play the gift card game, because a gift card is the same as cash, but you're restricted where you can spend it. Just give them cash. It's not your place to tell them what to do with that cash. That's not the point of giving them a gift. A gift is, here, I trust you to do whatever the hell you want with this.
The only, as far as the gift card things go, those preloaded Visa cards that they call gift cards, but it's a fucking Visa.
Yep. I know the ones you're talking about, because I used to hide money on those.
Yeah, those are okay.
Because those, like, legit, you know what the best thing about those are?
What's that?
Don't tell nobody I said this. It's just between us girls, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually use those to kind of hide money from the fucking food stamps office.
Let's.
I've done that where I've paid my bills with that, and they couldn't trace it on my regular bank account.
Oh, you sick monkey.
I see no problem with this.
Yeah, it's a trick.
We got a question coming in from Prowler. Fellas, what is the worst Christmas gift you have ever given? And not received, but given. Mine was I accidentally got my brother a rare Naruto poster he already had. See, if that's like, if that's the worst gift you've given, then I like how to put this? Like, you've still given a decent gift. It was just, you know, inopportune. You didn't do enough research, and that's like, no one's gonna fault you for that. It sucks definitely in the moment because, you know, you had such high expectations for their reaction to it. But no, if that's your worst gift, you have nothing to worry about, Prowler. Mine is I got my cousin a like $5 Super Troopers DVD, a movie he has seen 20 times. I didn't know any better, but luckily I was only 7, so my father also packaged in a couple other things for him. So Chuck walked away happy.
Also, Super Troopers is a fantastic movie.
Yeah, but he's seen it 1,000 times.
So?
That was his thing. All right, Menthol, I know that we're the extremes of things here. I need to wait years before I can watch a movie. You need to wait like a minute.
Minutes, yeah.
Most people fall in between that. So, yeah.
No, I'm definitely one of the weirdos that can appreciate media like over and over again really rapidly behind each other.
Kibbles, worst gift you've ever given? Go.
What you got?
So, it wasn't... I'm the kind of person, like, you know, if you get a present from me on Christmas, it's going to be something that, one, I know that you want. I don't guess. Or two, I'm going to go, with the, I'm going to go with the Visa gift card or, like socks or like winter clothes, like gloves and a hat or something. Shit that is like, okay, you could use that. Worst gift I've ever given. This is the worst gift because my mom still has it. You know that I guess it's a joke. Like, you got your wife a fucking vacuum cleaner for Christmas or whatever. You got your mom a vacuum cleaner for Christmas.
Yeah, your dad a tie. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my mom a vacuum cleaner.
Was it like a good vacuum cleaner though? Because like
it was a Dyson.
Hey, I mean, what's wrong with that?
It's like it's just kind of gauche, you know. It's like, hey, I know you don't like cleaning. Here's something to help you clean.
See,
but she actually less of a chore for you.
See,
she loved it.
Yeah, exactly. That's come on. See, like that's the thing. Like I know you hate cleaning, so here is something to make that process easier. Like, I that's a great gift, the menthol kibbles.
I don't think I've ever, like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I can't think of any gift I've given that I just realized, oh shit, I fucked up. This person hates it.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had feeling like one I can just chalk up to being stupid, but I've been pretty on fleek. I do have a story that sort of works with it. So I mentioned before we have the themed white elephant every year with my father's family. One year it was something related to your favorite movie. My favorite movie is Citizen Kane, so I thought, oh, I'll bring a sled, and that'll be funny, because like we also turned into a game. It was like, okay, what's the movie? Whose was it? You know, and all that jazz. We had a fun time of it. First person goes, they have a kid, and the little kid goes up to the pile, and they pick out the biggest one, my sled. And who was that gift for? Why, my cousin in Florida. They got the sled. It doesn't snow in Florida.
Well, that's their
Please
fault.
laugh.
That's their fault.
It was their fault for letting Nikhil pick. I'm sorry, Nikhil. You didn't do a good job this year. That year.
No, that's almost fitting. You know, you let the little cousin do it,
Yeah.
and they're gonna go for the biggest thing because biggest is best, right?
Yeah, everyone, the biggest and the best, yeah.
That's a valuable lesson.
Oh, you can make looms. How many looms can I make, though? Something I've learned over my many years of playing Minecraft is that you should use all all 6 sides of the cube for texture. So if I can kill more spiders, I can get more string for the looms, and then use the loom tops as a really cool doormat. We call this advanced Minecrafting. I say as I'm getting pelted with arrows. Gosh. Back to Christmas, I'm trying to think. There's some really good gifts I've gotten. I got Harry Potter on the computer one year. That was like probably my favorite video game I've ever gotten. I was freaking out over it.
Oh, dude, you want to know a pair of real fucking, like, just complete shit bombs that I got one year that actually, like, turned out to be kind of enjoyable?
Yeah?
What's that?
I got Devil May Cry 2, which is widely regarded as the worst in the series.
Yeah.
And nobody argues this. And I got Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh my
The
god.
same year.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so
Right.
bad.
That was a fucking rough Christmas.
See,
At first. And then I later got into the other shit because of that. Because, like, Devil May Cry 2 was my first DMC game that I actually played. And then I got into my, like, fucking favorite video game series of all time.
it's funny
So,
how things
it's
work
fine.
out, yeah. Shadow the Hedgehog was a sought-after game at my house. B-Max opened that one because he was a big Sonic fan when he was younger. He liked all the Sonic Adventure 2 lore and all that shit. We never had Sonic Adventure 2, but we had Sonic Heroes, and like the cast of cartoon characters and stuff just really resonated with him.
You're right, brother, I was.
I thought it was the edgiest kid on the block there.
I'll let y'all in on a little secret.
He used to have a katana.
Oh, more than that, bro. More than that. Way worse than that. You ever seen the emo hair swoop?
Yes.
My hair
Yes, I
wouldn't
have.
do that. My hair would not do that naturally because it does not relax that much. So you know what I had to do? I had to wax that bitch into place.
He waxed your hair into an emo swoop.
Yup. There was a time in my life where I waxed my hair into an emo swoop for a little bit.
Roll Tide, brother.
Yeah.
Do you feel bad about that?
I do. I look back on it and I'm like, man, that was mighty cringe. But I don't, like, run from the cringe, you know? That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Do not kill the part of you that is cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes at the cringy behavior.
I used to know how to do this. Motherfucker.
Yeah, straight up. Oh, good.
You go. My bad.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, yeah, straight up. There's a bunch of embarrassing shit in my past like that. But, you know, Don't run from it. That's it. What's up, Andy?
There's a way to stagger doors in Minecraft, and I was like struggling, like remembering how to do it, and I remembered.
Oh, you fool!
You have to understand. I know a lot of Minecraft tech and
You
shit.
can't
like
remember
that.
how to stagger doors, though, bro. How are you gonna
stagger
fucking know how to
doors?
stack doorknobs?
Yeah, man, we were
How are you
betting on
gonna
you
stack
staggering
doorknobs
doors.
to the Z-axis and glitch through the fucking floor so that you can get to the next level?
I still one of the conversations that I cherish is what's it called? I don't remember what the context exactly was, but I brought up redstone. I brought it up with you guys, and the terminology I was using was just so nerdy. It was a lot. And Funk just goes like, "Man, Andy, I just want to push into a locker."
I do remember that. Because you popped that shit off and he said that, and I was like, God, I know exactly what you mean, Funk. What the fuck is wrong with us? Why did that urge just suddenly come to fucking head?
Because I was like, well, actually, if you use an etho clock and tie it to a repeater, T flip-flop, then you might be able to use the watermelon part properly, but you'll need to use a proper filtration system as powered by this.
Holy shit, I want to push you into a locker.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
this.
You probably want to
Andy?
fucking pull my nose hairs out one by one, yeah.
Give me your fucking lunch money right goddamn now.
Yeah, no, I just want to bully you. I don't want to like hurt you. I just want to fucking kind of push you around.
Don't push, yeah, just kind of like, just push you around, it's funny, bro. Shit. You know, you do become
Put me
worse
in the
at video
figure
games
four
when you
leg
get on
lock.
camera. It's actually true what they say.
Nah, there is, you remember how I was talking to you earlier about the concept of fighting game mental stack?
Yeah, okay, so what is mental stack?
So, mental stack is basically the idea that a person only has so much processing power in their brain to go around and manage shit during a fighting game.
Yeah.
So, your moves, your options, your spacing, all of that needs to be processed on your end. As well as your health values, your special meter, all that shit, right? Then you have to take into account, the effect that the other guy's stats are going to have on the match. And you're constantly running those numbers back and forth. The more bullshit they give you to worry about, or the more like crazy weird mechanics you have to worry about on your own character that you're playing, the more that causes like tax on your brain to where it just adds and adds and adds and adds. And eventually, if it builds up to enough, you literally can't think fast enough to get through all the options to keep up. And you just get overwhelmed and rolled in fighting games. But mental stack is like the concept of, you know, just putting that damage on them over time. And just giving them enough shit to worry about that you can outrun them on the mental game. But yeah, no, when we was talking about that earlier, like, that was, that's like a pretty critical, like, idea in a lot of shit. Because, like, the idea that you only have that much processing power to go around, pretty true. Like, a human brain can do a lot, but it can only do so much. But, I forgot where I was going with this before you asked me to explain mental stack.
I'm sorry. I just wanted
you're
to make
good.
sure.
No, I just spaced out for a minute.
It's alright. Kibbles, you have a traditional holiday meal that you generally stick to for Christmas?
Not really.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah?
Do
Not
you
for
have
Christmas.
any holiday snack foods that show up only around that time of year that you always like to fuck with? Like, you know how the monster cereals show up around Halloween, like Frankenberry and all that shit? Yeah. Same deal.
Oh, those little Debbie Christmas trees, man.
Yeah, the Christmas tree cakes is pretty real.
Not recently, but when I was younger, those Ferrero Rochers always made an appearance on the dining room table in one way or another. I thought I was slick and put one in my hot chocolate to try to flavor it, but all I got was moisturized Krispies at the bottom of my mug, and I was disappointed.
Yeah. No, Ferrero Rochers are fucking fire, though. They're good.
I thought they were just acceptable. I wasn't too hot on them, but, you know, whatever.
I'm a big fan of hazelnuts, and I don't think we have enough of them in the American marketplace for candy. Like, honestly, Snickers did a hazelnut at one point that was really good. Fucking, what is that one brand? Stort, I think, is the name of it. It's, I want to say like a fucking European brand. But,
Yeah, I think
they
Stork
also
is
had,
German.
okay, there you go. But yeah, they had, Knoppers, where it was like those little wafers with the milk cream and the hazelnut chocolate in there. Woo! Let me tell you,
Dude,
if
those
you
things
get
are
a hold
fucking
of those
good.
things, you
Those
know what I'm
things are
talking about.
good.
Dude, like 2 of those is a meal. Those things are heavy for a candy
No,
bar.
they're fucking, and they sell them in like 5-packs.
Well, no, it's like an 8-pack.
Yeah, it's like it's several individual, and they just say, here, have them all.
Yeah. But no, Knoppers, Knoppers, those things are fucking top tier. I love stuff with hazelnut in it. My favorite coffee creamer is
100%.
hazelnut. We need more of that shit in the American market, because really that's the only place you ever see it is coffee creamer.
Yeah,
You see it in that and Ferrero Rocher, and that's it.
like Nutella, but I don't even know. That's like 90%
Nutella,
fucking
it's like-
palm oil.
Exactly. It's like 90% palm oil, and the rest of it's all chocolate. Because there's like not really any hazelnut flavor in there, hardly. You can barely taste a hint of it. It's overpowered by the taste of fucking cake frosting.
Is that better? Yeah, it's better.
Because real shit, like Nutella seems way too fucking sweet to serve as a peanut butter substitute, in my opinion. Nutella is just like eating cake frosting.
Yeah, I'm not hot on Nutella. It's like it's a novelty food you try out.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh, I
Nutella-
love Nutella so much. Nah.
Now, like a small dose of it in the middle of like a Ferrero Rocher, that's fine. That's acceptable because it's a lot of sugar at once.
Nutella is one of those foods that I just kind of associate with kind of. Okay, so
The
I
diabetes.
associate the same people who get overly into Nutella
Mm-hmm.
are Disney adults.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're right about that. You are 100% right about that.
Crack the code.
'Cause they're
It's
the
just
ones
one.
that are-
It's that type of person.
They're the ones that are doing the social media pictures of the Nutella milkshake that's got like 3 fucking brownies and a cookie sticking out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're the ones that like. They're the ones that. You know what? I'll just have to post a picture here. Dozer, get out of my fucking seat. Oh, is that your seat now? Fine, fuck you.
Father, I have claimed this territory.
Father, my ass is here. It's mine. This is my right.
It is warm, Father.
While he gets that, I'll wait for him to get that. I got another thing I want to talk about. I got 1,000 things I want to talk about.
There you go. Thank you.
Oh, Kibbs.
Yes.
Did you see what I threw over in Good Vibrations earlier?
Just a second. I have found the picture. This is what I get when it comes to Nutella loving adults.
Well, it's enough to like it, and that's whatever. Because, like, I'll admit, there's one thing they've got out there right now that's pretty good that I like a lot. Have you seen the Nutella Be Readies?
No.
So basically, what it is like a wafer that's broken into like 4 sections, like shaped like a little baguette or whatever. But you have the wafer that's broken into 4 sections. It's got Rice Krispies inside, and then a little like layer of Nutella in there. And the wafer actually adds enough, like, you know, not sweet to kind of balance it out.
That, excuse me. That actually sounds kind of interesting.
Let me see if I can get a picture real quick.
So, for those who are not in the Discord server, which you should join the fucking Friends Discord server. Link in the description, I think.
Yeah,
Thi-
just join us.
This is what Kibbles posted. It's the soy boy origin image. Beyond fried chicken. What was this about?
Like
The
it.
people who freak out over Nutella?
Whoa.
Yeah, this is totally the people who freak out over Nutella. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's the same people. These are the fucking. You know what? I hate to say it. They're millennials.
Yep.
These are the. I have a wall of Funko Pops. I was really into bacon. I'm on Reddit all the time.
all the time.
You're so right about the bacon thing and the fucking.
You
Funko
are
Pops.
actually very right about the bacon thing.
It is a fucking archetype.
Yeah.
It is an archetype endemic to the millennial generation.
Yeah.
No, Prowler, that's not what it's like at all. Look over in stream visuals. Those Nutella Be Ready's right there. Man, those things are cool.
Yeah.
I actually really adore those. Like I said, the added wafer around the edge of it really helps balance that motherfucker out.
It's the people who like try to overuse Nutella. Like a Nutella pizza. It's like, okay, haha, giant amount of Nutella.
Yeah, no,
on a
that
pizza.
shit's gross.
Oh my god, it's so decadent. Oh, aren't we so glad we live in the Roman Empire? Whatever, blah blah blah. No, then you actually
people-
bite it and you realize, oh my god, this is just offensive to all my senses.
Okay,
These are the people that ruin sriracha.
Yeah.
So, Andy, how do you feel about dessert pizza as a whole?
Dessert pizza as a whole, it can be done well. Dessert pizza as a whole has feasibility as, what's it called? Pizza, it's bread, sauce, and then potentially some sort of crust, or, you know, whatever, what have you. Or even if it's just like pizza and sauce, you don't necessarily need the cheese. So as long as if you have like that breading, and then there's almost a wet element on top of that, yeah, it could happen. Like, the Nutella pizza is a step in the right direction. The problem is that it uses Nutella, which is just way too strong a flavor. It's sort of like biting into a block of salt. You know, you're not an elephant, you're a person. You don't need that much salt.
Yeah. Hold on. The reason I ask is because I'm trying to pull up a very specific picture here.
How much latency do I have? I must have a good degree of latency on YouTube. I think I wanted to keep on 4K for some reason in advanced frame rates.
Yeah,
I care a
it's
lot about my
small
image
aspect.
clarity. I do it for you, Prowler, and just for you. Prowler, do you know how to oxidize copper in Minecraft?
I mean, if it follows any kind of real world logic, you just get it wet.
No, kinda. You just kind of keep it outside. I wonder if that upset Menthar not hearing that. I can never tell what's gonna piss him off.
Nah.
I can never read that guy.
I'm still sitting here reading over these results, trying to get this image for you. Yeah, those right there
Mm-hmm.
in stream visuals. Yo.
Nutella, Be Ready. What are those? Yeah,
No,
exactly.
that's the thing I was talking about. Below that, though,
Oh,
the
yeah,
pizza
exactly.
desserts.
Yeah.
They got a Bavarian cream one there that's basically just like vanilla pudding on a fucking pizza crust with a little bit of graham cracker sprinkled over it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. And then they got the cherry one with a little bit of fucking bread or graham cracker sprinkled over it, so it has like a little bit of a crust on it. That's all right. But brother, let me tell you, that chocolate chip one's a killer.
Listen, the dessert pizza is real. It just doesn't need to be your stupid fucking meme food.
Nah, it doesn't need to be as extreme as they make it with like cookie pepperonis and all that shit.
It's like, dude, what if we deep fried a pickle and slapped it onto a bowl of ice cream, then turned it into a pizza? Find out tonight, today.
Well, you know where that all started, right?
Fuck.
That's all people aping on Epic Mealtime.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember it. I was gonna say How To Basic, and I was like, no, that is not what it is.
No, it's Epic Mealtime for sure.
And you know what? I'm not too big to admit that I used to like Epic Mealtime. I used to watch that.
because it was a fun gimmick for a long time.
It was fun for a while, but then it just became
Well, you could tell they run out of shit to do.
yeah.
I mean, food's food. Like that Guga food guy, he just started, what's it called? He had a sous vide channel, and then he was just like, you know what? What if I just did weird shit to steaks? Same thing. That's what freaking what's his face? Ordinary Sausage. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
eventually I'm gonna need to I'm running out of things to sausage. So he's got these crazy ideas he's gonna do in the kitchen. Like, I deep fried a steak in chocolate. Does it taste any good? No, not really. There was one that was pretty good though. I can't remember what it was. It was
You know
some
what he needs to do?
what? What do you
More
need?
more hyper horrifying shit like the balut sausage that he did. Because the balut sausage was fucking abysmally evil.
Balut?
Yeah.
What's
Balut.
What is that?
Balut. So
It's not good.
It's basically a like 98% done duck egg.
Oh,
Where it's got like bones and feathers
yeah,
and shit in it.
Yep,
Yeah.
I've heard
It's
of
not
that.
great.
It's pretty woof.
Yeah. Pretty gross.
It's pretty isn't it popular in China or something like that?
I think it's in the Philippines.
I'll have to ask the Malay about it.
The Malay.
That's all. That's what he refers to himself as. He calls himself the Malay.
No, it just makes me laugh that you refer to him like he's like, you know, the wolf or some shit.
Yeah, that's what he is. That's his title.
The help.
God, he walks around and he takes photos of his city and all the fast food restaurants, and he goes, "I'm going to Popeyes," and we're like, "Yeah,
Nice.
okay, that's nice." And he's like,
That's
"Popeyes is
pretty
good."
baller, actually.
That's nice. And
That's
then,
pretty baller, actually, that he got a Popeyes over there. Good for him.
God, it's the three of them. There's three people on that server, okay? There's the guy from Malaysia, the guy from Vietnam, and there's the guy from the PRC.
Yeah, you can't talk about the guy from Vietnam very much.
I can't talk about the guy from Vietnam very much, but he's funny. We all like him. He is a cartoon character.
He's definitely colorful.
Oh yeah. Had to dodge a joke there. Anyway, what was I going to say? The guy from the PRC, they all have their own innate little funny things. At the same time, every day they post their breakfast. The same time, every day they post their lunch. The same time, every day they post their dinner. And then they, like, rip into each other viciously about how crap the other's food looks. But, like, they're still friends. They're just like, man, your food looks like shit. What, did your mom give up halfway? Just spit in it? Like, they get vicious about it.
Jesus.
That's pretty funny.
I'm like, are you guys still friends? Why is Minecraft throwing new music at me? Whatever. The guy from the PRC, he doesn't have fans. He can't afford it, but he can afford computer fans because he can get them on the cheap from his job. Please don't listen, Mr. Zaydong. So what he's been taken to doing is just taking extra computer fans that his job won't use, and he slots them into his window, and that gives him air circulation in his unit. That's how things are going in the PRC.
I mean, hey, that sounds like an up-and-coming world power right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm like, wow, yeah, I'm so terrified. You ever hear about an ice cream ship?
The ice cream ship, you know, the
Yeah.
like the ones that we have many of.
Yeah, exactly. I think that is, of all the things, that is my favorite story.
Yeah.
Japanese had to ration their food, and then High Command learned about the extra ships the Americans had, and they're like, oh, I don't know if we could take out some of those boats. And then their command was like, no, don't worry about it. They're just ice cream ships. What? Yeah, they're just there to make ice cream. Oh dear.
I've had 3 grains of rice today, and you're telling me those motherfuckers had chocolate chip?
And
They had whole ass boats flown in, or, you know, sailed in just so that we could sit here and make ice cream.
Are you telling me that the dishonorable Private Ramirez was sucking down Raisin Bran this morning while I had to smell a freaking bag of rice? It's not fair.
I had to think really, really, really hard about some nigiri.
Bro, I haven't seen
was my breakfast.
actual squid in months.
I had miso soup minus the miso and the
Right.
soup.
Had water for dinner, man.
I've
Eating them
had
poverty puffs.
You know how hard it is to eat ice cubes with the chopsticks? They just slip out, man.
I can't. That was where's the breaking point? When does this? Oh god. Minecraft has added a lot of freaking music tracks, and a lot of them are just very, very loud. I appreciate it. I don't even think it's C14 that does it anymore. It's definitely not. But woof. That is something I do relate to. A lot of the younger kids, they make these videos where they just like sit on their computers and they boot up like some Minecraft song, and they just sit and they just like relapse into the nostalgia, that very, very painful nostalgia of times since past. And I'm like, does that really remind you of childhood? Is that what's going on here?
I mean, different strokes for different generations, you know?
I definitely think that. And I think that a lot of people can reflect on. They can agree with me on this, but probably the most the thing that gets my nostalgia boner the hardest is going to be Christmas-related things. You know?
Yeah.
Because most of the time, it was the happiest time of the year. It's when things were pleasant. And if your parents didn't have the best relationship like mine did, they would at least, you know, work together in their best, work together as best as they could to make sure that things worked out for the kids, no matter what, because Christmas is special. It's sort of like recursive in on that.
Christmas parties at school, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
You had, like, 2 weeks off of school was so long.
It was. It was like
Now 2 weeks is like, fuck,
like,
2 weeks was yesterday.
It's like, I'm basically never gonna fucking go to school again. That's how fucking my perception of time was at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, and it always surprised me when, like, January 3rd came around. I got school tomorrow? What?
That's weird.
No, that doesn't make sense. I've been off school for ages. Why would they make me go back?
What even is school? I can't go back there, not with the things I've seen.
Right.
Yeah. I've become a man out here, sledding down the 8-foot tall hill.
Exactly.
That's the tall hill, you know.
We still
That's
don't
not
know
for babies.
We still don't know which Snowdrift the neighborhood dog is buried in. We sent out Jimmy to find him. He hasn't come back. I've been sucking down his Lunchables ever since. I miss you, Jimmy. I think that's why a lot of people just really like Christmas and such. Just because it's like, it reminds them of a time that was better. Or maybe it wasn't all that jazzed on, you know?
I grew up,
for sure,
like,
for sure.
I grew up really, really poor. And my parents always tried real hard to make Christmas work for us. But I could always just pick up. It was always just so stressful. You pick up on that stuff, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And now, to me, Christmas just means stress.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Nah, what it should mean, or like what the ideal outcome is, it should mean to you doing better just because you can. Just treat everyone a little bit nicer just because you can afford to, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
There's a lot we can afford in this country. A little patience, a little niceness, or kindness. That would help.
Yeah.
I think the most... I don't mean to sound like a fucking goober or whatever, Ski, because everyone on the internet makes this statement, but I fully believe that what the critic had to say at the end of Ratatouille was very, very important, even when he was sort of in his villain mode, where he asked
I've never seen Ratatouille.
He goes into the restaurant, and he goes to Linguini, and he says, I'd like a large dish of perspective. And I think that, yeah, perspective is something very valuable that a lot of people...
Who the fuck is Linguini?
Linguini was the Mecca that, Remy rode around on.
Who the fuck is Remy?
Remy is the rat played by...
Remy is
Oswald.
Ratatouille.
No, Ratatouille
But his
is
name
the
was
dish.
Ratatouille.
No,
No, Ratatouille was the rat. It was all about, you see the TV on the commercials, it's just like Ratatouille. You see a mouse. Clearly, Ratatouille is the mouse.
Yeah. He's a rat. Hence the name, Ratatouille.
He's a rapping rat, yeah. Just like Kangaroo Jack, yeah.
Kangaroo Jack, that kangaroo that totally talks. We promise, guys.
Listen,
I promise you. I swear to God that fucking kangaroo talks. Just give us the ticket money, please.
Kangaroo Jack was my when are they gonna get to the fireworks factory moment.
Guys, it's not a bait and switch. I promise you. The kangaroo actually talks in this movie. It's gonna be a wacky fun adventure. Just please come see it.
Look, he's gonna get up into fucking antics. Don't worry about it. Just watch our silly kangaroo movie. It's
and then you
actually
get
about
in and watch the movie.
crime.
Yeah, you get in there and watch the movie. And the only time Kangaroo Jack fucking talks is whenever it's a dream sequence. The rest of the time, it's just a kangaroo in a hoodie.
Yeah, that's a pretty. That's a pretty cool visual. I mean, it reminds me. It's like Smiling Friends. Oh, well, how about that? What, the ant? Yeah, how about that? I mean, it's kind of cool. Doesn't really make me happy. That's how I feel about Kangaroo Jack. How do you feel about
exactly.
that?
It's kind of cool, I
Kind of,
guess.
yeah,
but-
I mean, it's a fucking kangaroo, and you don't see that every day, but what the hell? Kangaroo Jack,
it's
more
just
like
a fleeting
kangaroo
moment
hack.
of happiness.
Could you? I want like a video of like some little kid on like Kids News Network, but like news is spelled with a Z because of course it is, and it's
Yeah.
like, and that's what the kid is saying. Kangaroo Jack, more like kangaroo hack.
Well, like kangaroo whack.
Sort of like what they were doing with the Jimmy Neutron movie, which was a cultural fucking hallmark, by the way. If you were not a child in 2002, that was the most important movie that came out next to Harry Potter, was the Jimmy Neutron movie.
I was 12 in 2002,
Yeah.
and I don't know that shit was a cultural hallmark.
For kids our age, the Jimmy Neutron movie was basically Citizen Kane meets Return of the King meets the Avengers. Like,
Was
that
it now?
was a big deal. Oh, yes, beautiful. Listen, man, Jimmy Neutron was like a big deal for us because it was like 3D, and that was really cool. And it had songs by Aaron Carter in it.
Oh, yes. Aaron Carter, everyone's
Yeah.
favorite heartthrob.
He was everyone's
he just
favorite
pass
heartthrob.
away?
Did he die? Did Aaron Carter fucking die?
I think he died a few months ago.
Don't tell me
Did
Aaron
he?
Carter is dead. I don't need that right now. I don't need that on my soul.
I swear to God, I
Up and
remember
fucking
reading about Aaron
exploded.
Carter dying.
Andy, you wouldn't lie on the internet, would you? Listen, I'm telling you my perspective. All right, this is that recursive bullshit I'm talking about. All right, from my perspective, where I was, what's it called? I almost said the My Little Pony movie. The Jimmy Neutron movie was like the biggest thing. There was nothing bigger.
Yeah, Aaron Carter's dead.
Came close.
Are you
Wow, really?
kidding me?
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Oh my god, pouring out for Aaron Carter, jeez.
he died 2002.
What?
Yeah,
Are you kidding
Aaron
me?
Carter's dead.
2002.
2022.
Oh my god, I was about to say the Jimmy Neutron movie was like barely a fetus at that point. What the fuck? All right, so speaking about movies that were big when I was a kid, I'm going to talk and Christmas. We're going to tie this into Christmas too. There was a particular Christmas release that was sort of like the big deal of the opening of the millennium, and I'm not talking about Elf. The very first DVD.
I should hope not.
Yeah, the very first DVD my family ever owned was How the Grinch Stole Christmas, featuring Jim Carrey. How do you guys feel about that movie?
It's okay. I wouldn't say it's Carrie's best work, but it's definitely one of his good ones. Then again, Jim Carrey only has like 2 bad ones in his whole fucking discography or fucking filmography. So,
Which ones are
Okay.
those?
Mr. Popper's Penguin's kind of a stinker.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. And then I'm sure there's got to be at least one other one.
That was a joke around my lunch table. Is that like, hey guys, what are you doing this weekend? Dude, I'm going to the theater. I'm going to go see Mr. Popper's Penguins. I've seen it 3 times already. Oh man, it's fucking stupid.
This man out here seeing Mr. Popper's Penguins
It's a
for the
cultural
8th
hallmark. dude.
time.
It's like the Jimmy Neutron movie. That's how important it was.
Almost as important.
Almost as important as the Jimmy Neutron movie featuring Aaron Carter, who is now dead, and I have to internalize that. Merry Christmas, Andy. No, fucking. My father.
Craziest thing? Do
Yeah.
you know how he died?
Asphyxiation? How?
Huffing Freon.
What a fucking goober. God. What a ways to die. He had dreams. He was gonna be Justin Bieber before Justin Bieber was Justin Biebing.
What?
Sorry, I was going nowhere. I was just saying weird shit, hoping that you guys would laugh at it because of it.
Are you not a believer?
I'm sorry. I'm
The unmitigated
Just,
hate towards
you know.
Justin Bieber. That was some shit. It's not
Yeah,
terrible.
again, another very, very millennial thing.
Yep. He's not, like, the thing is, he's not terrible. He's not a bad musician. I'm just not hot on his tracks.
Well, that's like Taylor Swift. She's a
Yeah.
fantastic musician. Don't care.
Yeah, I'm not. And some people are like Taylor Swift mega fans. Like, their life is Taylor Swift. I don't get it. But listen, everyone's got a hobby, all right?
Everyone's gotta have something.
If your hobby is Taylor Swift, more power to you, buddy. You're not going to talk to my kids anytime soon, but more power to you. Kibbles, 2002 was not a few months ago. I'm catching up to Chad. Sorry, Prowler.
Sorry, that was my 2022. Sorry,
I had a senior moment.
There's-
It's okay.
there was some twos, and yeah, I'm old, right?
Yeah.
2002, I was like, what, 13?
2002, I was 7. You know, thinking about years and being old and shit, I started playing God of War recently, God of War Ragnarok, and I'm just like sitting there playing the game, and I'm talking to myself, you know, because, you know, I'm mentally stable, and I'm sitting there and I'm doing like, Atreus, boy, how are you doing today? Father, I'm sad.
Boy.
Father, I'm sad. Why are you sad, boy? The other kids say I have no riz. Atreus, you have the most riz of any god in Asgard. Do you mean it, Father? I mean it. On God of War.
Jesus. I want you to know, Andy, were we not friends, I would have killed you for that one.
Oh my god. You see, I made myself laugh by myself when I was alone and there was no, because B-Max had to run out for an errand. I was at his place. I'm sitting there alone in his apartment just giggling to myself about On God of War.
On God of War, for real, Atreus.
For real? For real, Atreus. That guy's talented. That Christopher Judge guy, I think, like, Raspy Kratos from the Millennium. Solid.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember his name because, I don't know. Fucking, he's good. Christopher Judge is, like, next level, though. And he's such a pleasant dude, you know? He's got such presence. It helps the fact that he's probably 7 feet tall, you know, bending over, but what a jolly fellow.
And it also definitely helps that, like, Kratos is an actual fucking character now.
Yeah, that helps.
Because, like, up until he came on and started doing it, yeah, Kratos was just violence, man.
Okay.
Also, wish me luck, boys. I'm going after some scrap.
Good luck.
Good luck.
You
I
ever
got
listen
to get those Christmas bonuses.
What are you playing?
Lethal Company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kibbles, you ever play the new God of War games?
No, I've never played a God of War game.
Really? Not even the old ones?
Not even the old ones, yeah.
They had titties in them. That was pretty cool.
I do like titties.
How the fuck do you make the woodcutter? Give me a second. Things I used to know in Minecraft, my recipes, and I have to go back to Googling them. Don't make fun of me, kids.
The kids are laughing at your lack of Minecraft skills. Aha!
Oh, there is no woodcutter. This is a stone cutter. Jeez, man, I'm a moron, dude. No, to finish my prior thought, my father really liked the fucking Jim Carrey, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He thought it was a gas, so naturally
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
sure.
it was a gas.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's just, I don't know if I'd say it's one of my favorites of his. It does have some pretty cool scenes in it, like the bit where he goes to like pull the shit off the table, and it just doesn't like spill like he wanted it to.
Yes.
So he has to run back into
He
frame and knock all
runs.
that shit off.
Yeah, man. That's great. That's comedy gold right there. Prowler, I hope you're watching because I'm about to blow your fucking mind here. You ready for this, Prowler? You ain't ready for this, okay? Oh, fuck. I fucked it up. Prowler, look away. There you go. See? That's how you make shelves. You use trapdoors, Prowler. It's not that hard. Gorgeous. Just don't right-click them, then they look stupid. Someday you can be as good as Minecrafter as I am, Prowler. Don't worry. You're kidding me right now.
Oh, gee, Pops, do you mean it?
I do mean it. Don't patronize me. Oh man. So just for check-in's sake, is everything all right with Funk? Because like, what's it called? I know is he just sick or like?
I think he's just sick, yeah.
Okay. Poor guy. Hell of a day to get sick, you know?
I know, right?
Yeah, no shit.
I think that's definitely the worst. Is that like the Friday after a long week, and you just like sit down, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out with the boys, play some vidya, catch up on this or that, jam out to some tunes. Then you sit down, and your body is just like, I'm tired. Bring me to the bed. I'm like,
You're
no,
right.
no, don't fail me, no.
That is real.
I was going to do so much.
I was gonna play my factory game and do computations. The only thing you're gonna compute is how comfy that bed is, motherfucker. No, you can't be like this.
Why you gotta do this to me?
See, I thought I was invulnerable from aging because you know the voice never the voice never deepened, the eyes stayed pretty good, I'm wrinkle free, all that jazz. I thought I was just immune to aging. Yeah, you're not immune to aging. It hits everyone in different ways.
No, dude, I'm one of them people that got hit with it like super young, where like around age 14 or so, I started getting gray hairs and old bones and shit.
You have nice skin though.
I do have that going for me, where I have like really strong baby like face
Yeah.
genetics going on.
I feel like if I rub my hand against your face, I would actually, my hand would come back smoother.
I don't know about all that.
I mean, it's not like sandpaper shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Motherfucker! Alright.
You sound like me a second ago when I was muted.
Give me
I
a
died
sec.
to a spider because I got caught in the fucking steam and couldn't see where I was going.
I didn't put down my stupid Minecraft bed next to my stupid Minecraft girlfriend.
Oh shit.
Oh, this sucks. Whatever. We ball. Ball is life.
I mean, hey, you know, sometimes you gotta be like DMX and just smoke rocks in the parking lot.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Hold on, that's a bad idea.
No, do it, man.
No, do not.
Oh.
DMX, you know, kind of died from that shit.
Don't do that, kids.
Yeah, no.
Play Minecraft and live.
Still, like, just completely wild to me that whenever he had one of those last overdoses before he died, he just sat up from the EMTs, like, reviving his ass from the edge of heaven or hell, one of the two. Just sits up, immediately goes, "This was not an overdose," and then jumps in his car and drives home. That's all he said.
Some proud shit right there, man.
Damn, bro, you really that scared to get caught slipping, huh?
I don't know if he's broken or if he's unbreakable.
He's kind of unbreakable because DMX is one of the dudes that never let the money change him when he got famous. And like, bro, if you've never heard his rendition, speaking of the holidays, of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
I have.
oh, you got to check that shit out.
That shit's nutty, yeah.
And just sitting there knocking on the desk and like actually killing it.
Yeah. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What?
Oh yeah, he crunked it. I think that one's pretty nutty.
There's also the same video when he made that one that I learned that like DMX did not use the internet. Like he had no clue how to use Google.
I mean, how old was he?
Like, not that old. DMX was like in his 20s in the 90s, so
okay, so
he wasn't that
yeah,
old.
Yeah. My grandmother knows how to look for binging with Babish videos on YouTube, so
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he wasn't super old or nothing like that. But no, DMX is just one of them weird dudes that like somehow he resisted the call to technology, just didn't interact with the shit.
I mean, like, more power to him. If you don't need it, you know.
That's it. If he's making it fine without it, cool for him.
Lord knows that dopamine overdosing is a real thing.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I say that good on him, but you know, he's fucking worm food now. But
yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. We all get there someday.
yeah, not Voldemort if he had his way. If I die again, I'm not gonna be a happy camper.
No, Voldemort would have just respawned on the back of some nerd's head. It's like, hey, bro, go out there and kill them magic horses and drink their blood like a vampire. Why? So I can get off the back of your head. Sounds good to me, boss.
And Quirrell is like, you know what? I had doubts about this plan before, man, but
hey, I better get this fucking talking pimple off of my head. Fuck it, magic horse blood clear cell, here we come.
So can I call you Voldy? Call me Voldy, and I will eat you. I don't know how that works out.
I'll eat your fingers the next time you try to put that fucking turban on.
I'll start biting. I'll do tongue push-ups while you sleep.
Also, kibbles.
Oh.
Yes.
You're gonna have to let the edible you took earlier take over. Just kind of ramble for a minute because I must step away for a second.
Man, it's been done taking over. So
that's why you've been so quiet.
yeah.
Your ass has been zoned out over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck yeah! I have no idea what anyone's talked about for about the last 10 minutes.
I tell you what, you go ahead and ramble about some Christmassy shit while I'm gone. I'll be right back.
Let's see.
All right.
See. Have you ever had to celebrate Kwanzaa in any capacity, Kibbles?
Yes.
Not Kwanzaa. Fuck, I meant to say Hanukkah, but we'll start with Kwanzaa.
Yeah, both of them. So, when I was in school, we were like, oh, we were going to celebrate all of these. We're going to learn about Hanukkah. We're going to learn about Kwanzaa. You know, because you gotta learn about Christmas. So you gotta make it fair. You gotta learn about everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, we did the, what was it, 8 days in Hanukkah and like 5 in Kwanzaa or some shit.
I don't remember what it was in Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Kwanzaa turned out to be a lot less important than I thought it was going to be in my life.
Like quicksand.
Yeah. Yeah! I was under the impression quicksand was going to be a much bigger threat.
So, yeah. That and falling anvils, you know?
Yeah. No, not falling animals. I knew that shit was just stupid. That could never happen. But quicksand was real. Right. So have you, no, what I mean to ask is, like, have you ever had a friend who was black or who was Jewish who celebrated these holidays and they said, hey, DJ Kibbles, won't you come and celebrate some Hanukkah or Kwanzaa with us?
No. I've known like 3 Jews my entire life.
Aren't you from Florida? Whatever.
No, I'm not from Florida.
Oh, I thought you were from Florida. Fuck. No, you're from
No.
Missouri. Yeah, okay, I remember.
If I was from Florida, I'd probably know more Jews.
We have a substantial Jewish population here in Jersey, so. I wish Menthol was here. I could. Fuck it. I'll tell you this story. You can tell me if this is funny or not. So I went. This reminds me. I went to go get my car done. I went to get my car's oil change today, and I'm getting it done and stuff. And the guy's a big help and all that jazz, being a swell feller and all that. I go to him, hey man, I really appreciate it. What's your name, by the way? And he goes, oh, I'm Tony. And I was like, Tony, my gosh, I got a cousin named Tony, and an uncle, and a grandfather. My brother's middle name is Tony. Man, what the hell? Are we in Jersey or something?
Everyone's a Tony.
I was on a call earlier with Menthol, and I was like, everyone's Tony, and I called out to my mom, hey Ma, you're Tony, right? And she goes, yeah, I'm Tony. Yeah, see? Everyone's Tony. Mother can be a good sport sometimes. She knows when to joke. She knows when it's Josh in time and when it's Drake in time. I spent so much time building a nice house, and I died, and I can't find where I was. All my stuff's on the ground. I'm just gonna dig a hole and live in that, and it's gonna be the nicest hole I've ever lived in. I'm so upset. I lost all my Minecraft stuff, Kibbles. Hold me.
Okay. Actually, I just thought of something.
Okay.
So I have a phone. I have a phone, right?
Yeah, you do have a phone.
So I could watch the Minecraft stream on my phone and listen to you on my iPad.
Yeah, Kibbles, you can. I don't know why I said that so condescendingly. Please forgive me.
No, it's okay. I'm a little high.
It's alright. I'm me all the time. This never turns off.
Your thing, your workbench.
Yeah, I'm just jumping around and such. You ever did you mess with you? I'm trying to remember. In the video we did, you said you messed with Minecraft a bit in your youth, or like when you were a teenager, or like 20 something or whatever. Ski.
Early 20s, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what year that was?
2011, 2010.
Yeah. Okay, so we got into it roughly at the same time. 'Cause that's when it fucking popped off. I remember distinctively because I was watching. Oh God, my nice house. I'm watching. My stream is so far behind. I'm looking at my nice house with my loom floors, and I'm like, man. Anyway, no. It really popped off like when it first went into beta. I think in late 2010, people started talking about it a whole bunch. And when it announced its release date, it got even more press because it had the same release date as Skyrim. 11/11/11. And there, at the very end of E3 2011, there was a video that surfaced, and it was an interview / conversation between Notch and what's his face, Todd Howard, talking about the development of their games and such. And it was really, really interesting. Todd Howard wasn't the fucking mastermind villain he is nowadays, and like Notch wasn't controversial, we'll say. I'm still a big fan of him, but some people are not. It's a really sweet little moment there. I remember that very distinctly. It's a core memory of mine. Not a core memory. I just remember that very well. I am sad that E3 is no longer a thing. I don't know. You're not a fucking loser like I am, so you probably don't have an opinion on E3, right?
Yeah, so I know E3 is like entertainment, electronic expo, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Electronic Entertainment Expo, I think it is actually. But whatever. It literally
It's the game.
does not matter.
It's the game one. It's the game expo.
Yeah, exactly.
I was never one to really pay attention to that stuff, so I don't know if was E3 controversial somehow, or was it just like
E3, yes, it was controversial because it sort of really put a lot of the corporatism in the industry at the forefront. Right now, the Game Awards is sort of soaking up that title, but E3 was oftentimes very forced, had a lot of awkwardness around it, a lot of cringe, but like, we liked it that way because it was so weird. And it was like almost magical too, because it was just like everyone trying their best to fucking show off some goddamn the most expensive pieces of media you could make, and they're trying to show it off at this serious gigantic event, you know. And there was some insight released about E3 itself last year when Yahtzee Croshaw went. He said it's not just exhausting for like the people who go there to report on the events, it's exhausting for the publishers too. They need to cater to the whims of every little critique that the fucking press make. It's terrifying. Because any little thing that goes wrong can get blown up into a massive scandal or escapade or freaking BuzzFeed article headline. E3 was terrifying for a lot of people and exhausting. And everyone sort of got along with that because, yeah, it sucked, but it was magic. It's like a holiday dinner at a family's house or something. Go out of tradition.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
We
okay,
never had
that
a
makes
weird
sense.
racist uncle that went on a rant.
That we know of.
Yeah, we know of.
Admittedly, yes. That we know of. Alleged.
Allegedly. Remember my nice wooden house? This is my house now. This is where I live. I live in a hole in the wall. Call me Bilbo Baggins.
All you need is a torch, make it feel like home.
I never feel like home. My old wooden house is my home, but judging by the sound of this lightning, it's probably getting zapped to hell and back. Nah, E3's gone, and it's a little sad. A little sad. A lot of people are happy to see it go because at times it was very soulless and corporate. I can't deny that, you know, but there's fun to be had.
Shucks, guys, I am starting to feel pretty sleepy.
Hey, get some sleep, man. Go relax, chill out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Have some
You
smoke
guys
or
have a
something.
great night.
Hey, yo.
Hey, you too, duder.
Talk to you later.
See you,
Well, later,
boss.
bro.
4. There we go. So I asked this to Kibbles earlier, and I want to ask you this, Menthol. Have you ever actively participated in the celebration of Hanukkah or Kwanzaa?
No. I know a little bit about both, but I've never participated in them.
Like, you never had a buddy who was like, hey, man, I'm having a Kwanzaa fest at my house.
No.
Same here. I've known
Most of the people I hung out with just, kind of knew that either Kwanzaa was bullshit and it was started in the 70s, or they just didn't care. And where I live at doesn't really have a very big Jewish population that I know of. Like, we don't really have a whole lot of people that eat at the Chinese restaurants on Christmas. You see a couple here and there, but not like, a big fucking crowd that fills up the entire restaurant or nothing like that.
Yeah, we have a...
So, like, we seem to have a very scant population down here of fucking Hanukkah followers.
We have a substantial population of Jewish people in Jersey, so, you know. Oh, I just got to the scene on my stream. I think my stream's behind a bit, but I just got to the bit where I died. Oh gosh, terrible tragedy. Hate to see it. Had my gamer moment.
Yeah, no, like I've participated in Chinese New Year, like Lunar New Year and shit. Done a little bit of stuff for that before, but that's it.
Lunar New Year's fucking cool because it's actually
Yeah,
science.
Lunar New Year's neat.
Wow, another Far East Asian thing that was so cool and ruined by the color red. Terrible.
Yeah.
See, it wasn't just the world got robbed, humanity got robbed. But whatever, we'll leave that behind us. The Lunar New Year is neat. I know a lot of people who aren't from the PRC that are very, that like have these huge celebrations. I know Richard was posting a lot of photos of his family, celebrating it.
What's your Lunar New Year sign? Sun?
I think I'm the year of the goat. I'm not gonna. Can you check what 95 is? It's either the goat or the chicken, I think.
Let's see. So it was 2000 what?
95.
Or 1995.
I'm not that young, boo boo.
Pig.
That's what it is. It's the pig. What was
Yeah, the
94?
boar. Let me see. 94 is the year of the dog.
No, I remember because there were like all these cool animals that were like on the Chinese, whatever they were called, and like everyone in my class was either a pig or a dog.
Mm.
So like no one was a dragon or a tiger, and that was
No,
upsetting.
I'm a metal horse.
What?
Yeah.
The metal
You know,
horse?
there's like elemental types associated with that shit.
Are there?
Yes.
You're making that up.
No, I'm dead ass serious. There's like the year of the wood horse, year of the metal horse, year of the fire horse, year of the water horse, all that shit.
Man. It's so much cooler than what we got. It's freaking rad. We got robbed.
Yeah, the Chinese zodiac sign for the horse is what I'm assigned to.
Zodiac sign. That's what they're called. They're called Zodiac. Thank you.
Yep. I still don't understand like why those are so accurate, like compared to the Western zodiac and shit. Because anytime you look at a Western zodiac, they're super, super generic. It's like, oh, you like to lead rather than follow. Yeah, no shit, most people do.
Yeah.
But like, you check out the fucking Chinese zodiac or what have you, and like their shit is all like, you were born in the year 1990. You probably have an affinity for spicy food, and you like to talk a lot. It's like, damn, that's really on the head.
That's pretty on the nose there. Tell me more about myself.
Yeah.
I don't even know this much about myself, and I'm me. Go on, funny man.
I'm still amazed that like my grandparents were able to deal with each other as well as they were for as long as they did, considering their signs. One of them's a dragon and one of them's a tiger. Literally the two things you see fighting each other the most.
Yeah.
I remember about the time I learned about that shit in 3rd grade. I was getting help with a tutor that was showing me how to do my math and shit better and get past my dyscalculia. And ended up checking out hers, and hers was like, I want to say rabbit. Yeah, Lunar Zodiac's pretty fucking cool. I like it a lot.
I don't mean to be like a prick or anything, but that's like the biggest red flag for me most of the time when it comes to anybody. They start busting out this. One of the things they ask me is like, "What's your sign?" I'm like,
Oh yeah, for sure. Anyone that believes in that shit to any like real degree, it's like,
All that being said, Ariana, if you're listening to this, hello, I love you. You're a great person. I hope you like your Christmas gift. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean. Ariana's big into her signs.
Look, I'm not saying you can't be big into the signs and have fun with it. I'm saying if you avoid somebody because they're a Scorpio, like, fuck off. You need to avoid them because you don't like the person as an individual, not because of their zodiac sign. There are some people that read into that shit way too much, you know?
We're simply incompatible.
Yeah. There's no way in hell we could ever find any common ground because they're a Pisces, damn it. Like, okay, big deal. What if they're a pair of fish?
Now let me sit down to my my Big Mac. They are also eating a Big Mac. Second bleu. No way.
Right. Now, you put any two assholes in the world in the room long enough with each other that they're able to communicate,
Yeah.
they will find common ground.
Just out of fucking necessity, they're gonna find common ground. Because if they don't, they're both gonna go insane.
Yep. Humans are just kind of geared towards that shit.
Yeah. Also, I know I just mentioned the Big Mac, but we all know what the superior McDonald's sandwich is, right?
I don't eat at McDonald's, so I couldn't tell you.
It is the
The McGriddle.
It is the double quarter pounder. And I maintain that. You can't take that away from me, Menthol. I know you've
Man,
tried to.
I'm still just pissed off that they fucked up Burger King's good chicken sandwich they used to have, because they used to have a really killer one, and then they changed the like ratio of the breading to the meat on it, and it got all fucked up and weird and just not great. Because they basically reinvented a good thing just to keep up with Popeyes. Because you remember how Popeyes had the big chicken sandwich kerfuffle that popped off?
Yeah.
And like everybody was in the chicken sandwich wars for a couple months?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a totally fine sandwich, and then they just reinvented that shit for no good reason. It's terrible now.
Just want to keep up with Popeyes. Yeah. Fucking whatever. I swear to God, this turns out to be a crappy cave. I'm gonna. It's a crappy cave. I hate it. Nothing worse in this game, I swear, than a crappy cave.
Oh, dude, we were talking about Christmas food and stuff earlier. Here's a question for you.
5 foot. What? Tell me.
What is your favorite stocking stuffer food-wise? Like, what's your favorite thing to get in there that you don't normally fuck with all the time, and you're just like, oh yeah!
I'll be real with you. I will demolish those Christmas Santas, the little ones.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I don't know what it is. They're just like crack. I love them. You can only get them at Christmas, so I guess it, like their value and treat like to a young Andy just goes up and up.
You give me Andy's mints or York peppermint patties, either one of those. That's usually about the time I fuck with them, is around this time of year. I tell you, my favorite thing to get to this time of year, like speaking of candy and shit like that.
Yep.
It's a homemade candy that one of my cousins does. Or yeah, she's a cousin. That's right. You always think of her as an aunt. She's so much older than me. But like, no, she does these homemade Christmas candies that are basically just like peanut butter Rice Krispie balls dipped in chocolate, or like fudge or whatever. She'll do like a little mixed bag of different shit and put it in a container and send it our way every year. But the number one, without a doubt, is the Ritz crackers with a little bit of Peter Pan peanut butter between them, dipped in melted chocolate, and then let it to harden. Motherfucker, those things are good.
Man, you've got like a lot. They're so much different than mine. I always got like this shit from CVS or whatever.
No, these are always homemade.
I didn't get any homemade shit.
Now the homemade ones, like, those are always fire as hell, because like cooking's always been a big thing in my family, where like everybody knows how to do it pretty much, and that's why I kind of learned super early, because like between me being a picky eater, I kind of needed to know how to cook my own shit, and then just everybody already knows how to cook, so they all knew how to teach me how to do it, and like I just took to it like a duck to water. But no, a lot of people in our family do like a homemade shit like that a lot of times around this time of year. Like, we don't ever go out and buy a turkey for fucking Thanksgiving or whatever. We cook one.
You know what it is? My what was I gonna say? My cousin, she does these pretzels with like homemade chocolate on them, with the M&Ms on them.
Yeah, dude, pretzel rods are always good.
Yeah, they're the little, they're not rods, they're the little curly cube pretzels, you know?
Oh, okay, the little ribbon pretzels, yeah.
Yeah, the ribbon. There you go. That's what we get, and those are like, you know, they're crack. You eat one, you're gonna eat 50.
Oh yeah.
But this is the only time of year I eat those.
It's like the pretzel rods, man. If you give me one of those with like a little bit of chocolate drizzled over it, or like some marshmallow fluff, or fucking peanut butter or whatever, yeah, I'm fixing to devour like 3 of those.
Fixing to kill some freaking chocolate out there. That's gonna be.
I'm not even that big on chocolate a lot of times. It's just, you know, certain times of the year kind of kick it off.
My siblings make fun of me.
Because how, like, Billy sent me that fudge. That was really, really good stuff, dude.
I believe it.
That fudge was so fire. Like, that orange creamsicle one, I did not expect.
I went
there.
there. I went to that place in person. I went to that fudge place with him. Nice little place. Nice little. Owned by, you know, the freaking stereotypical kindly old man that knows everybody on the shore.
Yeah.
Nice feller. Nice feller. Good little place there. Okay, found out where this cave goes.
Hopefully next year I'll be able to send Billy a package from a little fledge shop that's right around the corner from where I used to live at. Got one down here called Pickles Gap that does a lot of homemade stuff like that. I got a little fledge shop out there. Although I'd probably get him some stuff besides fledge, because I figure he's probably tired of fucking with his, around that place all the time.
Yeah. It's like it just hits the same parts of my mouth every single time. I need something new. I'll take celery if you got it. Nah, he probably would. A gift's a gift.
Too bad Toad Suck Days isn't closer to Christmas. Because then I can get a hold of some kettle corn really easily that is fucking killer.
What is it closer to Christmas? I'm sorry.
Toad Suck Days. It's a local street fair that happens down here.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they always have a dude that comes out and makes kettle corn in the big, cast iron cauldron. And yeah, you heard that right. I said a fucking cauldron. That thing is brought in on a trailer. It's so big.
It has an entourage of a choir that announces its oncoming.
I mean, basically, the thing just literally is just a giant iron witch's cauldron.
They used to burn people in it.
Yeah, dude, we'll just get a big, gas heater set up and fucking turn on the gas and light that bitch up. And then once the cauldron gets nice and hot, he'll throw a bunch of popcorn kernels in there and a bunch of sugar and start making this fucking kettle corn. And, he always makes it just the right amount of salty versus the sweet. So good.
He probably fucked it up 20 times before he got down to that ratio.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure that was a lot of trial and error.
Oh, yeah.
That's just like making homemade ice cream, It's one of those things, you don't get it right the first time most of the time. Every once in a while, you'll get a fluke that happens like that. But 8 out of 10 times, nah, you don't get that right the first couple of times you make it.
I tell you, it's only ever happened to me once, and it's something I'll always cherish. I used to have my mom's boyfriend, Pat. Very, very good man. Very talented at what he does. He's a very good cook. I always told people I lived with a 5-star chef for a year in my life. And it was one of the best years of nutrition I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Pat said he can make anything under the sun, but for some reason, burgers eluded him. They were never quite right. And I was just like, I can try making burgers. And he's like, all right, lad, go ahead. Let's see what you can do. So I took a little swing at it. I think it was Babish I was watching at the time. And Babish recommended doing the smash burgers. And I was like, why not? So I made them. And Pat's over my shoulder watching the entire time. He's like, what the hell are you doing, lad? You're manhandling that making I wouldn't believe. And I was like, trust the process, Pat. Jeez. So finally, the food gets finished. I dish him up a smash burger. He goes, I like my burgers medium rare, right? And I was like, trust me, it's going to be plenty juicy, plenty flavorful. Eat it. He sits down, he takes a bite, and he's quiet. Takes a second bite, keeps eating. Finally, he goes, lad, this is the best burger I've ever had. First try, knocked it out of the park. He calls up his 2 kids, and he goes, Connor, Brian, yeah, Andy made some burgers. You gotta bring the girls. We're gonna have a barbecue this weekend.
There you go.
Hey, I love doing that shit.
No, it feels good to have people like your cooking.
My brother thinks I'm a master chef. I am not. I fuck up so many times, and he has been privy to it more than the average bear has. And I'm a little ashamed about it, but...
That's just like a friend of mine that used to live up in the northeast corner of the state whenever I was living up there for a couple of years. Used to hang out with them all the time. One night, he ended up getting drunk and was like, hey, man, can you get in the kitchen and cook me something? It's like, I don't know, what do you got? And he's like, I got some chicken that somebody just gave me the other day. And I was like, all right, well, you got the shit to make breading for it? And he's like, I don't know, I think so. Fuck, okay. Go in there and look around. Bro, let me tell you every ingredient I had to work with that night. Flour, mustard, salt and pepper, and chicken. And grease. That was it.
No butter?
Oh. No butter, no egg, no milk, no none of that shit. I still made that motherfucker work.
Gotta make it happen
Still made
somehow,
it.
boss.
That's it. Made it work. He turned around and ate that up. And he was like, "Man, this is some pretty good fucking chicken. You sure you didn't have a recipe for this?" I'm like, "No, man. You didn't have enough in there to make a recipe happen. I had to make that shit up on the fly." But even then, he still seemed to like it. So worked out for me. I used to be a menace in the kitchen where like I would go in there and just make a whole ass random fucking meal just because I felt like doing something for a snack. And then like offer other people, "Hey, you want some of this extra?"
I tell you, when it comes to food, there is one that exists on my radar. Someday I will make it, and it will be successful. I will make the beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington ain't that hard.
I've been. It
Hard part's
doesn't.
doing it without burning it.
It doesn't look that hard, but like I'm told it's a holiday dish, and it looks like it's got a lot of moving parts. So.
No, the hard part is basically being able to multitask all the way up into a certain point, and then just cooking it long enough that you don't burn the outside of it.
Yeah.
That's only like tricky part of it. Everything else is pretty standard.
I also want B-Max to enjoy it, but it's got mushrooms in it, and I'm just like, man, he hates
Doesn't
mushrooms.
have to.
Well, then what are you gonna put in between the meat and the freaking pastry?
I don't know. You can come up with something. Man. Put a fucking Scotch egg sliced up.
Hmm.
They'll just make Scotch eggs instead. Y'all like eggs?
What the hell is a Scotch egg?
Scotch egg's basically a hard-boiled egg with like breading all over the outside of it and like mincemeat and all kinds of shit. It's pretty cool.
I want to make fried pickles someday, but deep frying is. I've deep fried once, and it was actually we knocked that out of the park.
Yeah, deep frying's pretty much idiot-proof. Like, you can't really fuck up deep frying unless you just cook it too long. It's about the only thing you can really do.
Like, the thing is, like, most people have the wherewithal, but like, okay, yeah, it's a giant thing of oil. Any amount of water is going to cause immeasurable amounts of pain.
Most people, not all.
Oh, you just got a lot louder. I don't know if that was me or you, though.
No, that's me. It's because I'm closer to my mic.
Okay, yeah.
I was leaning in and knocking my coffee filter out into the trash can for a second. Because I'm about to make me some coffee. But no, most people will have the sense of mind and the wherewithal to think of that, but not all.
I wouldn't say it's idiot-proof. I would say I mean, it's sort of like idiots try it, they mess up, and it hurts so much they're just like, nah, never again.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that are scared to death to get near oil because they got burned one time. And it's like, man, you realize throwing that shit in from 3 feet away from the fryer is what's making it splash like that, right?
I don't care what you saw in a Happy Madison movie. Don't do it.
Yeah. The only time you can do that is when you are an absolute fucking pro and you are on the other side of the kitchen eating that shit in there. Because I have seen that a couple of times whenever I went to Church's Chicken. There was this dude that used to work in there at the one down where I used to hit up all the time.
Yeah, it was the greasiest motherfucker of all time. I remember I know this story very well. Not whatever.
Yeah, dude be sitting there with a fucking dirty ass apron, wiping his hands on it all day long, cooking the shit up. But you'd see him sit over there and cut the chicken up, trim the fat off of it, roll it in the egg, roll it in the flour, put it back in the egg, put it back in the flour, fling, and then that bitch would go right in the fryer every time, like 6 feet away from where he was standing. Just fling that bitch right into it perfectly.
Those
and
look
then
good.
just go over there after a couple minutes, pull that shit out, and it'd be cooked up all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Man was a fucking legend. Anytime you see a dirty apron on someone in a kitchen, you should feel more comfortable than if you see a clean one.
Yeah.
A spotless one means that they're all about presentation. They ain't really doing nothing in there. Dirty apron means they're actually in there fucking sweating their ass off making you a good meal. Kind of like the expression, never trust a skinny chef.
That's real.
That's what I've always heard. Just absolutely never ever trust a skinny chef. Because anyone that has the ability to cook, they gonna make it good when they're making it for themselves. And when they make it good, they're gonna be kind of heavy set. It's like I always rail on the French about all the time about their cooking and shit. Everybody always like overhypes French cooking and talks about how great it is. Most of it is just add butter.
It's not the hardest concept, yeah. And then they added
Yeah.
butter. Like, that's what a croissant is. It's butter
Yeah.
and bread, and they folded it like a gorillion times.
What is brioche? Butter bread.
Well, that's the 2-hour mark. I'm starting to
Unless
get...
you're hitting the crazy. Sorry, good.
What? What, hitting the crazy what?
Unless you're hitting the crazy shit, like I forget what the name of the dish is, but the one where like you take a duck and you cook it up, and then pull the bones out and use the like press to make the blood and fucking bones and all that into a sauce.
So we're at the 2-hour mark. It's Friday night. It's time to go to bed. It's time for the night to end. Everyone who came on out, thank you very much.
Trying to get ready to stay up for Santa.
Well, that's tomorrow. That's not tomorrow night. That's 2 nights from now. I gotta stay up for Santa.
Yeah, you gotta get your sleepies in ahead of time.
Yep. All right, boss. Well, everyone take care. You have a nice night. Funk should be back tomorrow. If he's not, I'll figure something out.
Oh,
What?
don't forget, tune in for our Tokyo Godfather stream.
We do have
on Saturday and Sunday.
Yep, Saturday and Sunday we'll have Tokyo Godfathers playing. Is it both you'll be playing it, or just one or the other?
I think we're gonna do both.
Okay. But I'll see you guys next time. Take care, and if I don't get to talk to you, Merry Christmas.
Merry Crimbo.